Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we tweaked our mechanical crafter setup to make these motors, and that worked pretty well. One thing I wanted to note, if you have a priority set up, like I did, to make sure this guy goes in the top slot, if you want the priority to work consistently, you need to make sure your extract is not in round robin mode. Otherwise, every other one works. So that was a problem I had with this. Everything else, though, has been fine. The trader came back. He actually brought me something not entirely useless. I didn't know I could make it. I didn't know what it was, but I thought that sounds cool. And looking it up, this sleep charm should prevent phantoms from spawning. It says something about instant sleep too. I don't know what that means, but oh wow, that's fast. Okay, that's kind of cool. Um, yeah, interesting. So, okay. Well, I kind of like that. I'm more interested in the phantoms not spawning, so I want to try not sleeping for a while and see if that is all true. So, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so we made some of these motors, but never used any of them. So, let's see if they actually work. Um, let's go ahead and get my wrench, and I'm going to just get rid of all of this. Let's see if I can just get rid of all of these things. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, goodbye you, and you, and you, and I don't know how the motors work. I don't remember. So, we're going to be learning. Let's see here. Okay, so you sit somewhere. That's kind of cool. I don't think we'll need this guy right now. I wanted a platform. Look at the motor. Can you actually go both directions? You can't. Okay. So I need to set you and then have a gearbox to go in both directions. That should be possible though. Let's put a gearbox. Gearbox. Thank you. We'll put him right here. I think you need to be vertical. Um, almost like that. Yeah, almost like that. Why won't you move that way? Create, you are driving me nuts. Why do you never place the way I think you will? There we go. Okay. That's what I need for this. And then electric motor on him. And we can change some things here. So there is speed and whatever setting. So we can go up to 64, I think, and it should be okay on that. So all we need is power. So that should be a flux point. I've seen people have trouble with the flux points for using the motors. Something about them not working on things that require constant energy. So he would need 120 FE per tick. That's not terrible, really. Um, let's set a couple of things. Let's go ahead and get one of those. Are they called pipes? No. Are they called cables? Yes. Let's go ahead and get one of these guys, just in case what I've seen is correct. And what I want is to set a negative priority for him. In other words, he needs to be the thing that gets sent power the least likely. So, okay, there we go. So, he can provide 4,000 stress units at the current speed, and he's using 120 forward energy per tick. And he's a little hard to change. I have no... difficult to access him, but wow, he can go very fast like that. I don't see any need for that. In fact, 32 is fine. And these would go just fine at 32. But, I mean, that's what they were going at. Let's make them faster, right? Why not? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So there's our first electric motor. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cool thing. I kind of like these things. I don't want to spam them because I don't want to just use RF for this. But, like, burning through 120 RF per tick for no reason is, you know, not great. I mean, what do these guys generate? Yeah, that's like 120, 240. That's like a fourth of this guy, I guess. That doesn't seem right. 120 times 4 would be 480. So, no, it's like a sixth of this guy. There we go. That makes sense. Okay. So, 1/6 of one of our generators is dedicated just to this guy, which, you know, I don't love, but I don't hate. Like, I mean, it's really cool that you could have the passive green power thing. I really like that as an idea. But, I mean, this is pretty cool, too. So, for certain circumstances, I would definitely look at doing this. I do not plan to replace my windmills over here. My windmills are working fine, and I like them. If I were going to replace my windmills, I would not use a motor, though. We would use a steam engine, a steam generator, steam boiler, whatever the steam guy is from Create. I would do that. I don't know how to do that. I have to think about it, but these guys are fast enough for now. But those steam guys can do like tons of stress units, like tens of thousands. So realistically, if I wanted to pick up the speed of my Create stuff, we could definitely get a steam engine and do that because that's not a terrible idea. I just, at the moment, don't like the idea of burning through RF passively for no good reason. So, yeah. Okay, and, you know, we don't need the rotation speed controllers for these motors either. So, that's also kind of nice. Um, and fortunately, the gears spinning in the opposite directions don't matter at all for this. So, that's kind of cool. All right, well, I think that takes care of what I wanted to do in Create, at least for now. So let's go ahead and chuck some things back into the system. Goodbye, windmill. I never liked that much. What else should we do in this episode? Going back to the quest book, there is a quest I have largely overlooked, and that is the overhauled ore processing setup. So I think I mentioned this in the beginning that there's this kind of complex method you can use to get up to 25 times yield from a single raw material like iron or whatever. Now we use a ton of iron and we're simply burning through it with our EMC. Now, is that a bad thing? Well, no, we've got like 3 billion EMC, so it's not terrible, but we might be able to set up a better system that might be faster if we did something like that. So let's look through the quest book and see where we are at getting that. We need to get all of these guys. We've got an earth charge. We've got 3 of the 5. We need a basilic reagent, and we need an enriched basilic reagent. Okay, well, why don't we get those guys and figure out what those are? So what is a basilic reagent? I mean, the enriched thing is probably just an enrichment recipe, but this guy, earth charge plus sulfur dust. Okay, that is actually super easy. We have 10,000 sulfur. That is unreal. Hey, there is now no more sulfur in this drawer. That's kind of cool. In fact, let's mark that occasion by removing the drawer for sulfur. Yay! One less drawer slot. We literally don't need a drawer for sulfur anymore, only for sulfur dust. Um, you can see we do have 163 of our 256 stacks, so we're not using that much sulfur right now. Will we in the future? I do not know, but a ton of this stuff, mostly from pulverizing coal. And like I said, there's just no use for sulfur, so you may as well turn it into dust. Okay, we need a purification chamber. That's interesting. Oh, it also requires sulfuric acid. I didn't know that. That's interesting as well. So that is something of an issue. We're going to need to get sulfuric acid over there somehow. Now, it looks like these guys are all backstuffed, so that's why they're not running. They have power to run, but there's backstuffed. So that is good news. What we can do is, I think, uh, take this sulfuric acid and set up a, it's not a tesseract, but it's whatever the mechanism version of the tesseract is. It's, what do they call that thing? Andro had one, Thermal had one, now these guys have one. Uh, You're not a teleporter, are you? I don't think you're a teleporter. No. That's kind of cool too, though. Those are an RF tools, so I'm not so cool about that. Like the anchor points, that was a cool mechanic for getting around your base. Um, Let me find the block real quick. Alright, I think it's this guy, the Quantum Entangleporter. So this is basically a tesseract, if you've had those before. So we need a teleportation core. Okay, that's one thing I don't think that we have. Everything else we should be able to get. How do you make these guys? Oh, super easy. Okay, so we should be able to make this guy, and he can transfer fluids, energy, items, gases. I think anything except radioactive gases he can transport. So I think that's mostly just a way to get around people just using that to get away from radioactivity. So um, that's fine. I don't need to sleep right now. We can wait to see if phantom spawn. I'm really curious about that. Um, let's try and make this guy. So we need this, and then I need this, and then we probably need two of these guys. I mean, why would we need one for the receive, one for the whatever. So let's see if we can make two of these guys. All right, we can. So what do you do? There are public ones, there are private ones, there are transfer, there are storing, there are... Uh, I don't really know what any of this means. It looks like they've got channels. Oh, maybe this is what we do? I don't know what this output means, though. That's interesting. The side config, wow, this is everything they do. Okay, well, I mean that's kind of cool. Okay, well I think I have the basic idea. So hey, do you go with a wrench? You don't. Um, what if I have you in wrench mode? You know, I've always been curious if wrench mode, since I saw wrench mode works for the create stuff with the laser eye wrench. Do you work for this stuff? You do, huh? This might be my universal wrench. Um, you don't work with the laser IO to bind you. Why is there no universal guy? Um, okay, I was like, where is the other guy? Didn't I make two of these guys? Okay, so let's see if we can figure out how to take gases, the sulfuric acid. So you are sulfuric acid. Let's configurate the gases. So, yeah, yeah, red is input, output is blue. He shouldn't need to be an input output. I think it's fine. All right, so side config of gases from the bottom is an input. That should be what I want. And then we will, boy, we probably need to set this guy, don't we? Security, public, private, trusted, frequency none, frequency 1. Okay. You make noise. I don't know if you do anything. Dissipated 1.15 million degrees Celsius per time? I don't know what that means. I really don't. I hope this is safe, because I have no idea. Okay, it's going to be a public channel of 1, so let's go get one of those pressurized reaction guys. Yeah, this guy. Now, I could just put him, over there. That would be fine. But I want him on the laser IO system, not the XS system. So that's why I'm doing that. So we're going to make a new one of these. So let's make this guy. Okay, let's make this guy. There we go. Pressurized reaction chamber. All right, so this is going to let us make this with sulfur dust and sulfuric acid of earth charges. Okay, let's go place this guy down over here somewhere. I'm thinking here. Do you have an energy card? You don't, but you do now. All right. So why does your interface look so different? Oh, this is the wrong guy. That's okay. That's okay. We needed a purification chamber. Okay, I want this guy, not that guy. Okay, so let's make this guy, this guy, this guy. There we go. Purification chamber. That's what we want. Okay, that looks better. So now we need to get that gas, and that should be everything. So let's just make sure this works. So side config. Let's just clear your side for now. Actually, inputting should be fine for all the gases. So your side config, gases should be an output auto eject. Okay, hey, there we go. Sulfuric acid is transferring. So I just hope there's nothing dangerous about whatever this thing is. Dissipated microrads per tick? Is that what this is saying? Is this radiation? I am a little bit concerned right now. Huh. Okay. Well, I may have to look into how this works and see if we want to do this. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so what's the next step? Then we have that. We just need to get the rest of the stuff out of here. So why don't we get some... Do we have sulfur dust anywhere in this already? Let's just use an item card, and we can find that out. So your side config, if you were... Oh, you need to be a yellow from somewhere. Let's make you a yellow on the top, and we will input output to the back. Okay, so we'll make you a sneaky insert card. So let's see here. We'll make you an insert. What am I doing? Counting card. I want a counting card of sulfur dust. I want the thermal sulfur dust. Okay, so let's put you as an item card on channel 1. So do you get sulfur dust? You don't. Would you if you had some in there? Still no. Okay. I want to make sure it's not that guy. So let's see. What if you were a sneaky upside? Still no. Okay. What if you were a sneaky upside and you had this? Okay, I really thought that would work. So what's up with this? On your down, uh, you don't have an extract on your down? How have you been working at all? You haven't, have you? Huh. Yeah, you should be an extract on 2. That is, that's okay. That means you have not been getting any of these things for these guys in a while. Huh. Alright, whatever. My mistake. Okay. So now do you get sulfur? You still don't. Seriously? How about now? There we go. Okay, so... Alright. I would like some... Aha, I heard the guy go too. Wait, that's a different guy. Never mind. I hear the whirring of the mixer now. Yeah, we were not adding blaze cakes to this. We have not been running this for some time. That's interesting. Well, we've got so much EMC I didn't even notice. I'm curious about my fossil fuel pellet. This is why they're not going down. I haven't been doing any of this. Alright, whatever. It's good now. Okay, there we go. I'd like you to extract faster, please. Okay, we now have sulfur and whatever this is. So we can now make these basilic reagents if I had earth charges. We definitely have earth charges somewhere in one of those boxes. So we should be able to give you another item card that is a non-sneaky insert of that. So let's give you another counting filter. Okay, you are this guy of earth charges. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so you're getting your earth charges in. So how are we doing with this? It doesn't seem to have trouble dissipating whatever it's doing. So it's got a new measurement though. Now it's NR per tick. I don't know what this means. Okay, there we are. Basilic reagents. So all we have to do now is get an extract on channel 2. And there we go. We are now getting basilic reagents. Cool. We need to detect how many of those we're getting, and then craft, like, I don't know, a stack of them. This might be a crafter thing too, but I'll just do a detector. So if we have fewer than 64 of these in system, I want you to go. Okay. Oh, you're right over here, huh? Alright, let's get some cable. Okay. and we will run you only with a redstone signal. Cool. Let's get some upgrades. Oh my god, why do I have so many of these? Oh, I took a bunch out, that's right. Okay, there we go. We're making this. Are we getting enough sulfuric acid? Yeah, you know, it's okay. We're doing all right, I think. So how many of these do we have now? 25, cool. And I believe the quest for this is just with the enriched essence of darkness. Do we have a darkness dude? We have this guy. We have this guy. I don't know if we have a darkness dude. We've got this, so we're making it, but are we doing it somewhere? I don't know. Oh wow, look at the time. Okay, you know what? Wrapping up point for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, come back, and see us next time when we will get this guy and hopefully proceed with this quest over here. Thanks for watching. See you then.